Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we'll be doing a review for The Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos Halloween Special. This is a one-shot from Dark Horse Comics. Let's talk about the creative teams because we have multiple stories. This is a Halloween special in the world of Christopher Chaos. So we have 5 different stories with scripts by Tate Brombal, James Tynion, Soo Lee. We also have another story by Tate Brombal and Nick Robles. And we also have art by Morgan Beem in the Halloween story. We have art by Isaac Goodhart and Miguel Muerto, who are they're normal artists in the rotation of this book. We also have Soo Lee doing her own art in her story, as well as Nick Robles, and then of course Fernando Blanco doing art with Tate Bromwell's other story. We'll see a little bit of those preview for the pages for that. I'm not gonna show everything, but let me give you a quick synopsis of some of the stories, and we'll take a look at some of that preview art. Uh, a very special Halloween celebration with Christopher Chaos's best friends and fiercest foes. James Tynion and Isaac Goodhart tell you a story of family and loss with Adam Frankenstein and Viveka. Tate Brombal and Fernando Blanco introduce a wild new monster far above the Arctic Circle. And back in Briar City, Brombal is joined by the brilliant Morgan Beem for a sweet and spooky story of young Christopher during a Halloween long past. Finally, Soo Lee and fabulous Nick Robles, who are both very involved. Soo Lee did an arc for this book, and then Nick Robles was very involved in the creation of this character, as well as a lot of the main covers for this this property. They each draw and write their own bewitching stories that will leave you breathless and terrified in All Hallows Eve. I don't think anything was too scary per se, but it's definitely very, very interesting. So let's go take a look at some of the preview art. So the main preview that I have is for the Halloween story uh, by Tate Brombal and Morgan Beem. This is it's very cute story actually. I'm not familiar with Beam's work prior, but I do love this, like maybe kind of like the little first meeting between Adam and Christopher, where Christopher dresses up as himself for Halloween, which is adorable. I just love the relationship here, and it's just a really fun, neat story that kind of shows you a little bit of who these characters ultimately kind of can become or have become in the main series. So that's really really fun. Now let's take a look here. We have a little bit of the story here from a few different artists, and I just wanted to show some of the pages. I think this story on the right with I don't want to go too much into detail to not spoil anything, but this one with the hooded figure here and the red cape is my favorite. I'll say that much. And then, like I mentioned, we have a little story with Vivica and Adam, and then a brand new apparition, if you will, in the Fernando Blanco story with the Brombal at the end. So, yeah, this was a really, really fun. Um, I would say you can't really just jump into this Halloween special, but if you read like a few issues of Christopher Chaos or maybe the first volume, it doesn't spoil anything prior to that. These are all kind of standalone little stories with just beautiful work. I love the world of Christopher Chaos. I've been covering it for a while. I had to slow down in the individual issue reviews just because of the volume of comics that we're covering on the channel. But man, oh man, I'm still enjoying reading Christopher Chaos, and I love the world that Tinian and Brumble and the artists that are going through the book, including Goodhart and Lee, have kind of created in this series. So it's not too late to catch up. They're not too far. I believe they're like issue maybe. I think the second volume is coming soon. So yeah, you can definitely catch up on some Christopher Chaos. But if you want a nice spooky little storybook, this is great stuff for a Halloween special. So if you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.